The 10 most disappointing games of 2023. First half. This video popped up on my feed and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a reaction to this video. Let's see if I agree with this list right here. 2023 has been an amazing year for gamers, bro. Been super duper dope. But we got some duds, don't get it twisted. Now, I actually like watching Gameranx videos because I feel like Jake and Falcon actually play games. A lot of these corporate gaming channels have gamers who don't really game like that. They might play a game 1 or 2 hours a week. Probably not that. It's probably not that little. But you know, these they don't be gamers for real. I could tell. But nah, Jake Bardino and Falcon from Gameranx, I feel like they actually game in their free time. So I like watching their videos. I feel like they know what they're talking about. So let's check out the 10 most disappointing games from the first half of 2023. Without further ado, let's get it.
2023 has been a pretty good year for video games.
We got Falcon on this one,
but
okay.
That doesn't mean there haven't been some duds. Hi folks,
Oh
it's
my
Falcon,
God,
and
not
today on
Golem.
Gameranx, the most disappointing games of 2023's first half. Starting out at number 10, it is Redfall.
Oh my God.
Is a big disappointment for me.
Bro, when I first found out about Redfall and I found that it was going to be free on Game Pass, you know what I'm saying? I downloaded the game. I had the homie download the game. Me and homie Leo we were actually going to play this for a video on the channel. But dog, we were like, yo, this shit is trash. I'll be damned if I put a gameplay video of this game on my channel, bro. I told y'all I want to start just trying new games, making videos of me just trying new games, even if they're ass. But I wasn't about to play this shit. Redfall is doo-doo. Trash. I just can't wait to start my walkthroughs back up, man. Lies of P and Marvel Spider-Man 2, we coming for you.
I am a huge Arcane Games fan, and I wanted this to be
games.
It's an open world co-op first-person shooter from the creators of Dishonored, Prey, and Deathloop. All games I really like.
Those are good games.
The description of Redfall sounds like something that could be good in the hands of Arcane, particularly.
That's what made me download it, bro. I read the synopsis of the game and I'm like, yo, this looks interesting. I might actually, you know, this might actually be a fun game to play. And it's free on Game Pass. It's a no-brainer. But no, it actually was a brainer. Is that even the way you say that? The game wasn't good. God damn it.
But it's really just kind of an unfinished nothing game. Some of the visuals are pretty sweet. Not anywhere near all of the visuals, though. There are some things involving the vampires and even some areas of the world that look pretty cool. But for the most part, it's a pretty middling combat, all right-ish open world affair. If you had an incredible story that connected all of it together, some of it's excusable, but it doesn't. There's just nothing going on.
It's not even a story? Damn.
It's technically a narrative, but man, oh man, is it ever bare bones. There's just very little going on.
It's vampires in the city shooter.
There's a better way to make a game that had some promise disappoint people. But I think probably the biggest disappointment about it is just that it's an Arcane game. Really, it should be better than this.
Right.
I love Arcane, and they're capable of better.
Yeah, they make good games, man.
And number 9 is Forespoken. This one's not quite the same as Redfall, where developers that are normally incredible put out something that's middling in every possible way.
Forespoken was supposed to be so good. The last couple years, we've been watching Forespoken trailers, bro. We were all hyped for it. I thought Forespoken was going to be so good. I played the demo. I enjoyed it. But then I don't know, bro. I lost all interest in that game after I played the demo. It's like I played the demo and that's all I needed. I don't know, bro. The game probably wasn't even that bad. Let's see. We're gonna see what they got to say, bro. Also, people were like super duper 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 hypocritical about the voice acting because the voice acting was corny. I hate the word corny, by the way. I don't know if y'all know that about me. I probably said it before, but if I didn't, I'm saying it now. I hate that word. I hate that word because people just use it on some shit they don't like. Oh, you know, oh, you like that? That's corny. Like, shut the fuck up. But with that being said, I get the dialogue might have been a little cheesy, but let's like, dog. It's supposed to be. In the setting that they were in, it was supposed to be. Like, for example, talking to the little thing, you talk to it, and it makes like a sarcastic quip back at you, kind of like a Marvel movie, right? Y'all like Marvel movies? That's like Marvel movie type dialogue. But all of a sudden, y'all hate it now. All right, bro.
And also,
I don't get y'all.
Honestly, there's some gameplay in Forespoken that's pretty sweet.
What the hell?
But that's about it. Where Redfall comes
the combat was pretty fun.
Finished Forspoken comes off as half-baked. But ultimately, it is another one of those games where
is this game in HD?
High expectations, because a lot of
not
the
game,
stuff
but the
sounds
video.
very cool.
Yeah, it's in 1440p.
It just isn't. In our Before You Buy,
I mean, get y'all
Jake,
capture up,
I
bro.
think appropriately called it a jack of all trades, master of none situation.
Oh, wow.
But I'd like to add that it's not really a jack of any of those trades, more like a crack at it, like taking a crack.
Wow, the movement was amazing,
Look at all
bro.
these trades. Oh boy, I could take a crack at them, and I will. I do think
There was a lot of good in Forspoken.
How people talk about this game is maybe unfair. I've definitely played worse games.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's also hard for me to blame anybody for having kind of a harsh opinion of it. Because again, like when they first showed this game off, they're showing us all this magical parkour stuff.
Yeah, the movement, bro.
With parkour is really cool looking, and it just doesn't deliver. Like it misses the mark.
I mean, it does for the most part. I mean, okay, maybe not the way we thought it was gonna be. He's just showing him, moving around.
Get out, fortress.
The combat
That's
is
fun.
actually the cool part about it. Again, it's not perfect, and I mean, where it shines is where you're getting the
Big
big
bear
old boss with spectacle going on and all that.
Bro, bear is always gonna be a good enemy in a game, ain't it?
Less fun, and certainly a lot less spectacular.
You can't never not
when
make a
you're
bear
just kinda
menacing.
fighting normal enemies.
Even if you got powers. Because even though this is like a super powered bear, you 100% feel like if you had to fight a real grizzly bear in the wild, in real life, and you actually had powers, you still would struggle against the bear. Bears are like big moving tanks, bro. Never think you're gonna win a physical altercation with a bear. You're just not gonna win that. What was that? A little tentacle.
That said, there's a lot going on there, and like I
Okay.
said, there's some good gameplay in this game. It's just not the majority of the game. There's a lot more stuff.
That's tough, bro. I didn't play the whole game. I played the demo.
And like,
So
again,
he would know more
everything
than me.
about it. It's great in terms of its idea. The reveal was exciting. What the story sounds like it's going to be is frankly cool. And then it's
Little
just,
isekai.
you know, it's not there really. It's not developed.
That sucks, man.
Just much of something at all, which is not how as
When a game is highly anticipated and it comes out and it's not that good, that just sucks. By the way, I see some of y'all been trying to put Final Fantasy 16 on that list. Y'all are tweaking. Hard. Final Fantasy 16 is amazing. From the amount that I've played so far, anyway. Love it.
Number 8 is Minecraft Legends. Before this
Oh
release, it
my
actually looked
gosh, I
pretty
thought
interesting
this was gonna be
It's kinda
so
hard to tell exactly
good.
what it's supposed to be from the pre-release footage.
Bruh.
It seemed pretty ambitious, at least.
Mhm.
Minecraft Dungeons was all right. We could only assume
Didn't play
Legends
Dungeons.
was going to be cool too. I mean, Minecraft is one of the biggest franchises in the world. and,
Right.
You wouldn't think they'd half-ass a game with the name on it, but this one's a mess actually. Basic concept again, pretty good. Sort of like
Legends was
Pikmin
supposed to be
crossed
so
with more
good, bro.
traditional
I thought it was
RTS
gonna
elements.
be.
Set in an open world. On paper, that sounds really fun, but the execution just is subpar. The
Yes.
actual combat parts are so simplistic, they're practically brain dead.
Literally.
The game could be incredibly easy, if not for some of the worst AI pathing in the world. I'll run through a single scenario. There's bad guys at the top of a cliff. That's where the base is.
Okay.
The only way to get in is to build a bridge. Fine.
I've seen matches
Makes
played. I
sense.
haven't played
But
it
the
yet
problems
myself.
begin
But
to
that's
come
all I
in when
needed
you're
was to
actually
see.
trying to get your units up the bridge. These things are narrow, and there's nothing stopping these idiots.
Oh
from
my
falling
goodness,
off
look
the
at them.
side. So most games.
I was gonna play it with the
they
homies, but we
just bunch up to get.
we
through
never
narrow
did, bro.
spaces. But not here. They just happily walk off the side of the bridge and get stuck. No, they don't try to backtrack and climb the bridge again. They just bunch up, and the only thing you can do is drop down and try to guide them back again.
Oh my
The mess.
goodness, that's
This
annoying.
sort of problem has been solved for many years, but for some reason, Minecraft Legends, I don't know, just totally messed it up. Hey, look at this. What is this?
This outpost is done, but there are more piglins out there. There's no time to waste.
I can't believe they
And
fumbled
number
this game,
7
bro.
is the last case of Benedict Fox. When they showed this game off the first time.
Oh, I forgot about this
stood out.
game.
It's a game to keep your eye on. It's a Metroidvania with a pretty
Yeah, it
cool
looked
premise
okay.
and
This game was butt
gorgeous
too.
visuals. Honestly, the kind you don't see in games like this. It was an indie, but it got a pretty big push from Microsoft. And
I like indies.
having a day one Game Pass release makes it one of the more noteworthy.
Oh, this game was
releases
on
of the year.
Game Pass?
Unfortunately, it needed some more time in the oven. It was rough. The thing I noticed.
Should I really go hard on that, y'all? Should I really start like whenever a new game comes out that I have access to? Should I just do at least one video just trying it out? Like just a tryout video, not like a super duper edited gameplay video or anything like that. Just a video of me trying the game out. You know, hey, this game just came out, guys. I just want to see what it's like. Y'all let me know if y'all would be interested in seeing me do that. If not, then I just won't do it, because you know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly fine with only playing the games that I really want to play. But if y'all want to see me just try new games when they come out, bro, again, provided I got access to them. And I'm not trying to pay more than $9.99 for a game that I don't know is gonna be that good. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind paying money for a game, but if I think the game might be trash, I ain't trying to pay for that. We gonna see how that goes. Y'all let me know though.
Starting the game up was the controls, which were just really unresponsive.
Not that I don't already do that anyway. I buy indie games all the time that I play once and never touch again.
But for a Metroidvania, oh, it's much more of a problem. Like these games are often about precision platforming and movement, so it kind of works itself out to be a death sentence. Sometimes jumps don't register. Combat.
You got bad platforming in a platforming game.
Even at the best of times.
You can't do that, bruh. Oh my, look at you. That shit look kind of whack. What the hell?
Matters worse though. The game had serious technical issues when it first came out. It had bug saves, people lost progress, there were lots of graphical issues, stuttering. For some reason, a lot of people experienced the problem where
I lose my save, I'm out of there.
Would want an answer that was incorrect. Everyone was like solving the puzzles correctly, and the game was like, no, wrong. Which,
what?
I mean, would kind of be hilarious if it wasn't just ruining the experience for people.
No, that's funny in concept. Like, people are solving puzzles correctly and the game is like, nah, but you just put in a random like solution that isn't even actually the answer and the game accepts it. That's funny in concept, but if you're actually the person doing the puzzle, that's rage inducing. That'll make you quit a game and never come back to it.
On top of that,
Man.
the actual Metroidvania elements were pretty just weak and basic, you know? Then there's the menus, which were clunky at best. And the game just needed more QA time to get things right. And even though the developers aren't putting the effort in to improve what's there,
my inner
even
ear
after
is
a few
itching.
bug fixes and patches, this game still feels like a disappointment. I know it's unfair
That's
to
tough,
expect
bro.
Hollow Knight here, but the last case of Benedict Fox just isn't good enough to be
It don't gotta be Hollow Knight, it's gotta be decent, man.
Metroidvania.
Okay, good jumps. What you doing? Hit him. Wow. Okay. You're not dead. That didn't look good at all. I ain't gonna lie.
Number 6 is The Last of Us Part 1 on PC, which...
Oh. Okay, I was about to say, what? I was about to say, what are you talking about, fam? But on PC, it probably wasn't optimized well at all. Typical nowadays. You know what I'm saying? We got all these advancements in technology, all this stuff to test things on, but games come out on PC and they just don't work. But those PC Master Race dudes, and look, listen, I got me a $2,000 PC right here. Love my gaming PC. PC is not all it's cracked up to be. Oh, when games work, it is. But a lot of games just do not work on PC day one, bro. I'm afraid of with my Liza P walkthrough that I'm about to do when it comes out, that the game ain't gonna work the way it's supposed to. I'm scared. True, but the demo seems to be functioning pretty well, so I don't see why the full game wouldn't. We'll see.
Let me put it this way. When the guys were making the Before You Buy, the game didn't work. If you watch it, and I think that Jake handled this pretty even-headedly, he talks about how normally when a game comes out that we didn't get pre-release, we try to get a BYB out by the end of the day, but technical issues made that impossible.
Wow.
They were not minor, to put it mildly. And even when the game was going, it was not, there was something wrong.
Yeah, it don't look like it's running at 60.
On the load times, he said the load times were long. And not normal long, like something is wrong long.
Oh, wow.
Because there was something wrong. And there was not something wrong. Lots of things wrong. The game was a mess when it was released.
Okay.
Which is a shame because it's a beautiful,
I seen that.
cool game. On PS5, it's the best version of The Last of Us Part 1 you can play.
Right.
It is gorgeous.
And that's why I made that face when he said Last of Us Part 1 at first, because I thought he was just talking about the remake in general. That's why I'm about to say, nah, you're literally tweaking. But no, the PC port specifically, I get that. I get that.
Last of Us Part 1 hit PC, it was the same game, but a whole lot of problems.
It like loaded for 5 minutes and then it hard crashed.
Wow.
It just rebooted.
Is that a Steam Deck? That is a Steam Deck.
Like, The whole thing was brick.
I never actually seen
Finally
anyone
back on,
using
thank
one, bro.
God, but I don't know if I want to do that again. Totally crashed again. So much for this one.
And number 5 is Wanted Dead.
Maybe don't play it on Steam Deck.
You see the trailer for this one, you can't help but be intrigued. It's got Cyberpunk,
Right?
John Wick
Ooh.
takedowns, karaoke. It looked absolutely nuts.
Oh, give me Yakuza
And
vibes.
while I didn't really set super high expectations,
I've never even heard of this game. What is
it looked
this?
fun. So
I mean, it looked good.
obviously, it did end up to be a disappointment.
But obviously it's on this list.
The thing about it is that it mostly works. The gameplay's a little janky, but blasting guys with a machine gun and then taking them out with a katana, it's fun. The real problem here is that there's just not much to it. After about an hour, you've seen pretty much about what the game
Oh,
has
it's just
to
a bare
offer.
bones game. Okay.
It's longer than an hour, so let's do some math on that. I'm joking. I have no desire to do any math whatsoever. But outside of a few okay boss fights, there's really nothing else past that.
Where'd the boss go? Oh, he over there. Oh, damn. I'm not gonna lie, this still don't look that bad to me. I don't know about putting this at number 4. I mean, he said it was really, really short, though.
It
does look a
promises
little
an
clunky,
intriguing and goofy sci-fi storyline, and then just kind of stops.
Huh.
Seriously, got one of the most weird, abrupt endings I've ever seen for a game too, and that's saying something. There are so many games where it's obvious the developers just ran out of time and money, so they ended things early. But this game, they even have the balls to end on a cliffhanger. Like this is gonna get a sequel. It's not. There is a lot of wacky, bizarre stuff.
Ain't no
that's
damn
actually
sequel,
kinda
man.
charming if you're into that sort of thing in games, but there's not enough of it. There's an entire arcade game they made just for this game, which is cool.
Oh. That's neat.
But then you go
That goes
on
back to
an
the
actual
olden
mission, and it's
days.
just tedious room clearing against the same enemies over and over again.
Okay.
Made worse by an extremely stingy checkpoint system, might I add. You get sent back 20 minutes.
Yeah, I just
before
don't
you
have
die,
much to
and
say about this game because I just don't.
combat,
I've
pretty
never heard of it, bro.
satisfying, actually, but the guns are weak as hell, and certain enemies are just ridiculous bullet sponges that take.
I'm just watching.
kill.
You know what I mean? Oh my gosh.
There's a few things to like here, but there's also a
Whole
whole
clip.
mountain of awkward nonsense that never really comes together or makes.
So maybe they should try again,
Just
but
being
like
quirky
put
does
more
not
time
make
into
a
it.
game good, and nor does just having some good stuff in it. Dead is a perfect example of that.
Wanted Dead.
And number 4
okay.
is Colossal Cave. This
Colossal
one's
Cave?
kids out there. If
What
you're
the hell
below
is
30,
this?
Then the name Roberta Williams probably doesn't mean a whole lot to you.
No.
For the people who do recognize this game, had a lot of big buzz. It's the writer, designer of classic adventure games like the King's Quest series, Phantasmagoria, and she returned to games after more than 20 years to recreate the original adventure game, Colossal Cave Adventure. For old school Sierra fans, that's a huge deal. Unfortunately, like a lot of new games made by retired old school game developers who came back to cash in on the Kickstarter craze.
They're very indicative of tired old school games.
It's not good.
Oh,
look at
man.
it just screams amateur hour from the very first moment. The entire thing looks like it was made with assets. Nothing seems to match.
Definitely
Everything
assets.
looks flat and boring, and it's ugly. The adventure game elements are not much better. They're old school in the worst possible way. So many of the puzzles require just pure trial and error to solve. There's no logic to them at all.
XYZZY.
And with the awkward interface,
What that mean?
it can sometimes be hard to tell what you can even do.
the
But you
buttons
can
pressing your
get
keyboard? I
some
doubt it.
things that you know what to do with. That said, the interface is just constantly throwing up roadblocks.
Okay, bird in a
Even though it's
cage.
an adventure game, for some reason there's random encounters where enemies attack out of nowhere and kill you. That sounds fun, right?
What?
The entire game is just that. Yeah, it's meant
You
to
fight
be a
back?
throwback, but it probably would have been better if they just went with pixel art and also modernized some things about it. Not everything, but this is just a bad game at this point. Like, game development has advanced far beyond this.
Hey man, some games just straight up don't need to be remade. Some games just don't need a remake, bro. You can only go so far back with remakes. You feel me? I mean, technically, depending on the game, depending on how well loved the game, you can go back as far as you want to. But like, only some games deserve remakes. I'm just put it like that, bro. Don't try to remake everything.
In ways
just don't do
beyond
that.
Graphics, and for good reason.
The little dwarf. Watch out.
A dwarf. Watch out. He just tried. Oh, he just missed. Trash.
And number 3 is Crime Boss Rockay City.
Oh, I've heard of this. Yeah, I remember this.
Combined a C-tier Expendables movie with Mafia City.
There's a YouTuber I watched that actually played this for a video.
Nearly that interesting. Nobody really knew exactly what it was going to be, so there was a little buzz from people thinking it was going to be some kind of FPS Grand Theft Auto or something. The actual game is
That's what we thought.
nowhere near that ambitious.
That is what we thought.
It's actually just Payday with a few more game modes and more confusing. The actual shooting and gameplay is actually all right, but the whole thing feels unnecessary. We already have Payday.
That's
for one.
crazy,
And those
bro.
Games, they're just a lot better.
They got another Payday coming too, don't they? Is it Payday 3?
Very unmemorable in terms
That's crazy.
of gameplay, and the celebrity voice acting is not good.
Woo, looking fly, son. Baker's Blue Axe. All of it.
This looks fun.
Part of what makes this game not work
Wow.
is that there's just too many modes. It's all spread way too thin. There's a roguelike
Oh, is there?
player mode, random crime jobs where they're just Payday missions, and all these mini campaigns called Urban Legends. It's too much.
We taking
Should've
everything.
just picked one gameplay style and really honed in on it instead of, I don't know, loading up the worst shotgun possible. And
So they tried to do
target
too
that
much
looks
with
like
the
it's
game. They tried to
the real crime.
they spread themselves too
that
thin, like I
Rockay
said.
City
Try to do a
has
little bit of
going on
everything, and that
is
ended up
very boring. It's not
making
even
it so they,
fucking
you know, they don't
entertaining.
specialize in
It's
nothing.
dull.
Yeah, just like the old.
Damn, what was that? I don't know if that was my video or if that was the game that just lagged like that. Y'all seen that? Ugh, I ain't like that. I mean, you get them one shot magnum
Gray Hill
shots.
Incident might be a bit of a stretch to call this.
What is Gray Hill Incident,
I don't know,
bro?
This one could have been okay.
Oh,
Always
UFO.
looking for good horror games, you know, and an indie developer can sometimes surprise you with something out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But with a 37 on Metacritic,
37.
mostly reviews on Steam,
Oh.
it should be clear that this is not one of those hidden gems. It does manage to have a creepy atmosphere once in a while.
It looks
Some
okay.
Aliens show up with their goofy heads and their silly black jumpsuits. That tension is gone. Jumps right out the window.
What the? Shoot it! Is that it? You just kill it?
Like, there's literally a guy with a tinfoil hat. He looks like a joke, but I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be serious. I don't know, the voice acting's so amateurish, it's actually hard to tell.
This can't be our end. I don't want to end up as an alien experiment victim. They already cleaned your house, so I don't think they're gonna come back. I've already started to board up your place. This will save us tonight.
And, you know, for
Okay.
a game made by a single person, it's pretty ambitious.
Oh,
I
one
have to
person
give it
made
that,
this.
But that doesn't mean that it's good or that it doesn't have problems.
Yeah,
It is
true.
very poorly optimized. Movement is very slow.
Yeah, just because a single person or like a small indie team made a game doesn't mean that you don't get to criticize it. Like, that's a thing that people say all the time when you try to criticize a game. Well, okay, it's an indie game, bro. Chill. Dog, there's a lot of super duper top quality indie games out here. That's not an excuse no more. Bruh, it's not an excuse no more. If it's an indie game, if your indie game's not good, I get to say it's not good. Try better next time. Try harder. I don't want to just say try harder. He probably put all his effort into it. But sometimes you try your hardest and it just ain't enough. Try again. Try again. I'll say that. But this looks promising. Like, it looks decent graphically. You probably just didn't really do nothing too much everywhere else.
There's no map, so you're getting lost constantly. And the objectives are
no
never
map.
clear. You do get a gun.
In this dark-ass
barely any
game?
ammo, though, and that just makes stuff much more annoying. I can go on with all the gameplay mechanics.
If you kill every alien in 2
What's
headshots,
the
this
point?
is not
Like,
scary
look
at
these
all.
Dumb aliens. They're some of the most unimpressive stalkers I've ever
Yeah.
seen in a horror game. Like, in all seriousness, these guys look like Party City costumes. Do they not? And
Alien
finally,
ugly as
at
hell.
number 1, it's Lord of the Rings.
I knew it.
I don't remember what video it was, but
I
a while back,
knew
I remember
it.
seeing footage for this.
Nobody asked for this game. Look at the Futurama Fry meme. Nobody asked for this game. Nobody cares about this game. Who told y'all to make this, bro? Who told y'all to make a Lord of the Rings game where we play as Gollum? I could get behind a Lord of the Rings game, but nah, I don't want to play as Gollum. Or at least not for an entire game. It could be a section in the game. They messed up when they made this, bro.
And saying
Who messed this?
That looks underwhelming. I was kind to it, though, in whatever video it was. I expressed a little bit of concern, but not a lot. I wanted it to be good, and when I booted it up, I wanted it to be good. To be truthful, the release version looks a lot better than the version that we saw years ago.
Yeah.
In terms of visuals, but that's not saying a lot.
The animations look good.
Not a remarkable.
I'll give it
game
that.
in terms of its visuals. But where it is
Maybe
a
not that one.
remarkable game is nowhere. It's not a remarkable game.
Oh,
It is a
man.
slow-paced slog. slog where you do a lot of stuff.
Look at this, bro. Look at
you
this.
shouldn't have to do in a game. Every once in a great while, there's this
Damn.
tiny shimmer of, wow, that was why they wanted to make this.
Ugh.
It's just not enough. It's not even close to enough.
It could look better.
Halfway.
Now that they showed this face zoom in, it definitely could
There's
look
so
better
little going on in this
for a
game.
2023
and
game.
The stuff that they do isn't done well. And again, I'll credit them for wanting to stick by it. They've said they're going to work on it, and I would.
They had to issue an apology. That's crazy.
But
They
it's
know they
shocking
shit was
how
trash.
long they worked on this game and how little it actually is when it came out. And that's
So
all
working this
for
game for a
today.
long
Leave a
time.
comment.
Damn, y'all. Hey, man. Those were the top 10 most disappointing games of 2023. To be honest, the first few games in the list were the big name ones that were disappointing, the ones that everyone's heard about. Some of these were obscure, but, you know, maybe that speaks to the level of disappointment that people got from the games, or, you know, the level of disappointing that the games themselves were, to the way they couldn't even generate a damn buzz. That's how it be nowadays, man. People, you gotta remember, bro, this video game industry kind of always has been like that. You know what I'm saying? We get some diamonds, I ain't gonna say diamonds in the rough, because it's not like the good games are hard to find. But for as many good games as we have, there's a slew. Like, holy shit, just a big, gigantic treasure chest of bad treasure that you don't want. Just terrible games. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about how PS2 has like the best gaming library in gaming history. For all the amazing PS2 games that exist, bro, there's, for every one good amazing PS2 game that we know about, like Sly Cooper or Jack and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank, dog, there's like 20 trash PS2 games you've never heard of, or you would never ever play again because the game was just that bad. There's a lot of bad games out here, bro. I'm telling you, way more bad ones than good ones. But the good ones, you know, they shine through enough, and, you know, they make a lot of money. They make way more money than the bad ones lose. So at the end of the day, it evens out. I don't know if the video game industry is thriving right now or if it's like breaking even. I don't know. What I do know is that I'm gonna need some of these indie developers to, you know, step it up. Indie games, ever since we discovered them, you know, back in the, you know, 360 and PS3 days, ever since we all discovered the wonders of indie games, we've been hooked. These indie games be better than the AAA titles nowadays, bro. That's just the way it is. Not every time, obviously, but some of these indie titles, like Hollow Knight, Cuphead, be better than AAA releases. But, you know, you got to put that time in to get to the tag quality. So hopefully we keep on getting that. I want to thank y'all for watching this video, bro. I know this is a little different. I usually don't react to these kind of videos. I might start if y'all want me to. Y'all just gotta let me know. Make sure y'all show a lot of love to the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave me reaction suggestions down below. And until next time, I'ma holler at y'all. This is Dairu signing out. Peace.